If you've been anywhere near TikTok, Spotify's global top 50, or just outside in late 2025 and early 2026, you've likely felt a shift in the pop landscape. It's that rare electric feeling when an artist who has been a household name for a decade suddenly kicks down the door and demands the center of the frame again. I'm talking, of course, about Zara Larsson. For a long time, the narrative around Zara was that she was a hitmaker without a story. We all know the songs. They're practically part of our cultural DNA at this point. But for a while, it felt like the industry was content to let her fade into the background of 2010's nostalgia. But then, late 2025 happened. A #1 album in Sweden, her first ever Grammy nomination, a viral arena tour, and a business move that effectively changed the rules of the game for women in pop. Today, we are doing a deep dive into the Zara Larsson renaissance. This isn't just a comeback, it's a masterclass on how to survive pop purgatory and come out on top as your own boss. To understand why her current moment is so significant, we have to look at where she was just a few years ago.
Och jag är 10. Jag brukar alltid sjunga. Så. Ja, det är bara något jag gör. Det bara kommer automatiskt.
Zara Larsson has been famous since she was 10 years old, winning the Swedish version of Got Talent. By the time she hit the global stage in 2015, she was a juggernaut. Lush Life, Never Forget You, and Symphony weren't just hits, they were cultural reset buttons for the streaming era. But as the 2020s hit, something shifted. Between 2021 and 2024, she was caught in a cycle of reintroducing herself every 2 years, often held back by the bureaucracy of major labels that didn't seem to know how to handle a legacy star who was barely in her mid-20s. The perception was that she was a singles artist, someone you'd hear at a festival and enjoy, but not someone you'd necessarily follow as a primary fan. While the public was busy debating her chart longevity, Zara was quietly executing the most important business move of her life.
I just want to ask you directly, would you like to buy your masters? Would you like to own your music? For me, it was such an obvious yes.
Yeah.
In a move that mirrors the industry disruption of Taylor Swift, Zara Larsson did the unthinkable. She bought back her entire recording catalog from her original label 10 Music Group and launched her own record company, Sommerhaus. This is the foundation of her 2026 spotlight. For the first time, the person making the music was also the person signing the checks. When you hear Midnight Sun today, you aren't hearing a song designed by a committee trying to chase a TikTok trend. You're hearing an artist who owns her own voice, literally and legally. This independence gave her the confidence to stop chasing the next big thing and start being it. You can't plan viral fame, but you can plan how you react to it. This is where Zara Larsson taught a masterclass in modern media. It started with the Symphony dolphin meme. If you missed this, the internet suddenly decided to pair Zara's soaring 2017 vocals with absurd Lisa Frank-style images of rainbow dolphins. Instead of being offended that her art was being turned into a joke, Zara leaned all the way in. She posted her own reactions, laughed at herself, and even put the dolphins on her LED screens during her live shows. This humanized her. It broke the untouchable pop star image and made her relatable to a Gen Z audience that was too young for Lush Life the first time around. Then lightning struck again when a video of her and a 16-year-old fan perfectly executing choreography on stage went viral. Suddenly, Lush Life was hitting new peaks on the global charts nearly a decade after its release.
I would love to do a song with Tate. I had the best time opening for Tate. in the US.
One of the smartest moves Zara made in late 2025 was joining Tate McRae's Miss Possessive Tour as an opening act. On paper, some people were confused. Why is Zara Larsson, an artist with billions of streams, opening for a newer star? But the strategy was brilliant. It put her directly in front of the exact audience she needed to reclaim, high-energy pop fans who live on social media. Night after night, clips of Zara's opening set went viral. People weren't just talking about the headliner, they were talking about the opener who was performing with the intensity of a Super Bowl halftime show. It created an immediate fear of missing out, and by the time she finished that tour, the demand for her own headline shows was at an all-time high. In September 2025, she finally dropped her 5th studio album, Midnight Sun. This wasn't just another album, it was a statement. The title song is perhaps the most Zara song she's ever released. It's got that classic Swedish melancholy, a heavy dance beat, and a vocal performance that most pop stars wouldn't even attempt. Critics who had been lukewarm on her previous efforts were suddenly using words like visionary and cohesive. The album reached #1 in Sweden, but more importantly, it began her steady climb back up the Billboard Hot 100 in the US. By January 2026, she had 3 songs on the chart at the same time, a career first.
Jag är till en Grammy. Ja, jag är nominerad till en Grammy. Ni bara, jag är glad.
And then came the moment that changed the conversation forever, the 2026 Grammy nominations. For the first time in her 17-year career, Zara Larsson was nominated for a Grammy, Best Dance Pop Recording for Midnight Sun. She's currently up against heavyweights like Lady Gaga and Selena Gomez, and regardless of who takes home the trophy in a few weeks, the nomination itself has already done the work. Zara Larsson is officially part of the A-list conversation again. She's currently selling out her own Midnight Sun tour across North America, from the Crystal Ballroom in Portland to the Brooklyn Paramount in New York. She's no longer the opener, she's the main event. The Zara Larsson we see in 2026 isn't just back, she's finally arrived on her own terms. She's leaner, sharper, and more in control of her image than ever before. What do you think of this new era? Is Midnight Sun her best work, or are you still a Lush Life loyalist? And let's be real, who do you think is taking home that Grammy for Best Dance Pop Recording? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more pop culture deep dives. I'll see you in the next one.